Alrighty. What's going on, everybody? My name is Pete, but you probably already knew that. But in case you didn't, you guys are watching the one, the only Paid to Drive, one of the only channels on YouTube trying to put a little bit more of that money back in your pocket in all different ways. I'd like to welcome all of you to the PTD Power Half Hour. Where are my DoorDash drivers at? If you're a DoorDash driver, comment DoorDash right now in the comments, in the chat, wherever you happen to be. What is going on? And also, please say what's up so I can shout you out, you know? Guys, this is a follow-up, a little bit more in depth, second opinion, talking about what I was discussing earlier on Pay to Drive. Comment 333 if all of you guys watched that video. Comment 444 if you didn't. What's up to Tim? What's going on, everybody? Comment 111 if you smashed the like, 222 if you haven't yet. And if you are a delivery driver for GrubHub, Uber Eats, Postmates, DoorDash, Caviar, Instacart, Amazon Flex, Dliv, E24, Seamless, or any of the others, you should absolutely positively be subscribed to this channel with that post notification bell turned on. Comment 777 in the chat if you are subscribed with that post notification bell turned on. Comment 888 if you're not yet. So when you hear your name called, comment 555. We got Tim Harris, Angry It's a Gift, Sweet Pea, Scott Brown, Secret Agent Randy Beans, what's up, Kentucky Dasher, Jenny Thomas, who else we got? Smackavision, What It Do, PTD Crew, Judy Chips, Rideshare Lisa, Shim City, I like the name, Shim City, Crazy Dasher, Alex SOS, who else do we got here? Is that really it? Could that really be it? Maybe. I guess everyone else is busy. I guess I got almost everybody. What's up, Wade? Mr. Wade Atkinson, Joseph Bell. DoorDash is up to no good again. Everyone in the whole world is always saying I'm talking negative about DoorDash. But if DoorDash would just stop doing all this negative crap, I wouldn't have anything to talk about, would I? But seriously, honestly, I would rather all the videos be super positive. But remember something, guys. The topic may be negative, but we need to try and take something from a negative topic and turn it into something positive. Even if that just means venting and discussing it to clear the air. It makes us all feel a little better at the end of the day. You know, comment 333 if you agree, 444 if you disagree. But if you disagree, tell me why. What's up, Jedi? Justin Adair, Michelle Bernard. What's happening, everybody? And if you don't mind, somebody, can you roll the intro, please, that everyone loves?
Hi there. This is Tony Shu Dash for the moment.
What's happening, everybody? How are we doing? How are we feeling? Welcome to Paid to Drive.
Welcome all my friends to Paid to Drive. For the next half hour, Pete will be live. The information drivers to empower. So sit down by the fire for the PTD Power Half Hour.
Let's do this, guys. Our like goal, as always, is 100 plus on this video. 50 plus likes is an additional plus 5 minutes. 80 plus likes is a plus 10 minutes, making this a 40-minute stream. And of course, 100 plus likes is going to take it for a full hour, turning this into a PTD Power Hour. That's right, everybody. Keep smashing that like so we can hit these goals. Comment 111 if you have smashed the like. Comment 222 if you haven't yet. And if you don't know how to like the video, if you are on a phone or a tablet, all you do is close out the live chat that you're looking at in the top right corner of your screen. You'll see the like button pop up on the left. Give it a quick tap. And if you look a few spaces over to the right, you will see the button that says live chat, which will bring you right back to the live chat. All right, guys, let's keep smashing that like. Smash that like. Alrighty, everybody, we got 49 people watching. We've got 30 likes on the video. Thank you so much. Keep cranking those thumbs up. Make sure you turn the gray like into a blue like. That's the new thing we're rolling with. That's the new campaign. What's up, Kim Lucas, Steve Reynolds? Where are my DoorDash drivers at? Comment DoorDash in the chat or in the comments if you're a DoorDash driver. T. Wilbury, I hope you all saw my video from earlier because this is a continuation, more in-depth analysis and information about that. So please stay till the end of the video. Greatly appreciate it for everyone's benefit. What's up, Alan? Alan. All right. What's up, Hammer Down, Kev? Nick Brown, Richard Ortega, Michelle Bernard, Alex SOS. Everybody comment 555 when you hear your name. Kevin Moore. What's going on? All right. So, with that being said, guys, what's up, Kimberly Thomas? I'm just curious. What do you all think? Before we get into this a little further, what do you all think about what was said in the video from earlier today? How do you feel that DoorDash is desperately trying to cut back on the cherry picking? And for all of you guys thinking that I'm nuts, that I'm crazy, that it's not possible, it was there black and white in the article, okay, with proven evidence, okay? And with that being said, how do you feel that they're trying to mess with the minimums and messing with the payout on the offer screen so that you don't know what kind of payout you're going to get? You know, or at least it's going to make it a lot harder. That's why that article was saying that DoorDash drivers are going to have to gamble with what they're getting. You know what I mean? Which is ridiculous. Crazy. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got 63 people watching. Let's go for 63 likes. We're going for 150 thumbs up total. So comment 111 if you smash the like, 222 if you haven't yet. What's up, Steve Reynolds, the Archetype Gamer, Nick Brown, Michelle Cesare, Robert Cielski, Patricia Benton, Alex SOS. What's up, everybody? A bunch of people did, Robert, but thank you as well. Appreciate that, man. It was from Gizmodo. Link is also in the description down below, but comment 333 if that upsets you. Comment 444 if you're like, whatever, I'll just adapt anyway. I'm just curious what everybody thinks. It's really messed up, Archetype Gamer. Absolutely. Without a doubt. But keep smashing that like, everybody. And our special guest, Alex S. Our special guest is about to pop on over here. So please give your full undivided attention. And mods, keep letting our viewers know to keep smashing that like so we can hit the goals. So we can turn this into a PTD Power Half Hour. And Mr. Alan Christensen, please take it away anytime you're ready, sir.
Hey guys, sorry to keep bringing you what feels like just bad news all the time. I think Pete's kind of getting tired of that too. I think we all are. But it is the unfortunate reality. Before I start anything, I want to give one important point of information. There's been a lot of talk within the community on the driver page. We've seen a little bit in the chats on the videos. And there's a good number of people that think maybe we're just being negative. I think we're just being negative, or Pete brought up fear-mongering. I've had that thrown at me a couple of times. All that stuff. I want everybody to pull their heads out of the sand. I'm going to say that straight up. I don't care if you don't like to hear it. I don't care if, you know, if that upsets anyone, but there's a certain point where both positivity and negativity, both become detrimental. They can both be just as damaging as the other. And people need to realize this. You can't spend your entire life living in this fake land of positivity where everything is great all the time. It just creates a ignorance in the brain. Just seems like it hurts a lot of people. You can't be overly negative, and I can definitely attest to that one, because that will hurt you just as bad. It makes you paranoid, makes you, freak out. So it's how conspiracies get started. But on the note of conspiracies, sometimes what seem to be conspiracies turn out to be true. And I think a lot of people have had the thoughts that maybe there was this whole conspiracy thing around DoorDash, but if you've been following the videos, and following what's happening, keeping up on articles, those conspiracies are anything but. They are turning out to be factual, proven things. I've told you guys, I don't know how many times, what DoorDash is doing. I told everybody, I don't know how many times, that, the drivers need to take care of themselves, need to look out, just, make sure you're safe. And I've told people, I don't know how many times, that this company has been doing the same thing it's always been doing. And the amount of people I've had come after me for this as well, Pete had said that there were, he was having a similar experience, is kind of crazy. Again, I'm going to tell everyone that might be a little too enthusiastic to pull your heads out of the sand. And I don't say that to be a jerk. I really don't. I say that because it's just being real. All right? It's giving you guys something factual in a world that just seems so uncertain with everything. I want to be as certain as I can about things. And I like to share certainties with people if I can provide them. Now, a lot of the stuff we talk about in videos is speculation, but there is proof. What always ends up happening. We've seen a lot of that speculation, but look how much that speculation is turning into proof now. Okay? There's a reason. There's a reason for it. Stop ignoring everything that's going on. That's what's hurting drivers. People that ignore all this stuff are the ones that are hurting the driver community, because they're allowing the companies, most specifically DoorDash, to keep taking advantage of them like they've always been doing. And that's gross. It's disgusting. Not the people, the company. Alright? I want to be forward with that. The drivers are just doing what they do. The company is disgusting. So, I want everybody to take note. If you didn't watch the last video he had earlier today, I would suggest you go watch that. It's about 20 minutes long, and it was a 9-page article Pete read about what their new pay system was. It looks like it's going to be. That's already being implemented, I guess. And we told you guys. We told you. Now, they use a term in there. And I used this term a long time ago on the driver page. Predatory business practice. I used this many times. And the amount of flack that I got from talking about the business being predatory was ridiculous. So, you want to think about that. Pay attention. Because if you pay attention, you will see what's going on. It doesn't become... It's not bad to talk about this stuff, okay? It's not bad to be suspicious of all this stuff. Everyone has the right to be suspicious. If you're questioning what DoorDash does, it's not paranoia. They've proved it time and time again that they're willing to do whatever they want and whatever they can to screw everybody over. It's just plain as day. They aren't even trying to hide it anymore. That's why everybody's starting to notice now. DoorDash isn't even trying to hide it. They're just throwing it out there. It's like they've had so many lawsuits and gotten away with all those lawsuits. How many times? Think about this. How many times can you recall that they've had a lawsuit? How many videos has Pete posted about, here's another lawsuit that DoorDash is going through? How many articles of these lawsuits have you seen? And what's happened? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing has happened. They're still operating. They're still doing the same stuff they were always doing. Tony Zhu still isn't behind bars. He's still not in prison. He's still CEO of DoorDash. He's still running everything. The problem with CEOs is they're control freaks. That's why they're a CEO. Everything has to be done according to how they want it done and no other way. They may have a board of directors and advisors and everybody that they listen to, that they talk with, but in the end, it's their decision. They're the ones that decide what they're going to do with the business. So this is on Tony Zhu's freaking head. It's on his hands. It's also on the hands of his executives and the people that advise him on these things. Because obviously, if he's doing them, they've discussed this. They didn't just do it, they discussed this. They willingly and knowingly go out of their way to do all these things. I don't know how many times we have to go through this with everybody. Frankly, it just needs to stop. The company needs to stop. People need to stop getting at each other over this. And I hope you don't. I'm not trying to get on everybody right now, but it's just the way things have been going. It's just my observation in reality of what's been going on within the community. And we're all here for discussion, to talk about these things, to speculate about these things, because in this business, you can't just sit there and be content with what you're doing, because this business is so unpredictable. You always have to be on your toes, and you always have to be, thinking about the next move, because anything could happen. This isn't like a W-2 job where you go in, you do your work for the day, and you leave. You only get fired if you become a safety hazard or you break rules of the job. But all of that stuff is plainly out there for you to see, to hear. This is completely different. They say you are your own boss, but you're not. You know why you're not your own boss with DoorDash? You know why you're not your own boss with any of these companies? Because you're still under their employer identification number. They still dictate how you do and do not have a job. They still dictate how you operate for the most part. They still dictate how the job gets done. They dictate all of these things. The only choice you have is, am I going to take this delivery or not? Am I going to, when I get batch deliveries, which one am I going to take first? You really don't have any power outside of that. Your decisions are the spur of the moment decisions, not the ultimate decisions. If you were your own business, you would be in charge of all that stuff, not someone else. So this whole stupid thing about be your own employer, be your own boss, to an extent, might be, to an extent, yes, it's true, but it's minuscule. It's minuscule in the grand scheme of things. You don't have control over the pay models, do you? You don't have control over how everything works. You don't have control over how much you make, really. The only control you have over how much you make is how quick you get your deliveries done and which ones you take. It's still all getting dictated by DoorDash. They're the ones paying you that money to do it. When you're sitting there cherry picking orders, because that's what you have to do as a driver with these predatory businesses, when you're cherry picking orders, how much time are you spending sitting versus delivering? Is it really getting you more money, or is it equaling out? What is it doing for you? Those are good questions to ask. These are the kinds of things you need to think about in this business. This is the kind of stuff you got to think about. You can't just being your own boss, as they say. That comes with a lot of responsibility, and that responsibility revolves around critical thinking. It revolves around making decisions, to analyze everything around you, to make sure you maximize your profit gain, to maximize your efficiency. You are in charge of these things. Their new pay model, doing away with the definite amounts when you get the delivery in. We talked about this a little bit last week. Or was it earlier this week? Somewhere within the last week. The days kind of melt together for me now. It's crazy. But the new pay structure. I'm starting to see a pattern here that I don't like. And it makes me nervous. Everything this company does makes me very, very nervous. It makes me nervous for everybody. told you guys time and time again, I care about everybody in the driver community, so this crap makes me nervous. And they're starting to be more obvious in that they're going back to their old pay model, what they were doing. Remember, they weren't showing you the definitive amount. They were like, well, this is the minimum that you'll make, and then you had to gamble it to go from there. Well, they got in trouble for that because of what they were doing with their pay with it. It's manipulation. I said it before in a previous video. These companies are expert manipulators. You know how I know they're expert manipulators? Because look at everything they've gotten away with. Look at how big they still are. Look at how much trouble they've got into and somehow weaseled their way out of it. They're doing the pay thing again. And I think what they were doing was kind of waiting for everything to die down, and it looks like they're slowly moving towards exactly what they were doing before. And I don't know how many times I've told everybody, and I will continue telling you guys as long as I need to, that Tony Zhu has never changed and will never change his mind on anything. Alright? He's doing everything the same way he always does it. He's the CEO. He's on a power trip. He's a horrible, disgusting human being on a horrible, disgusting power trip. He's sitting there, filling his pockets, while he's screwing everybody else over. Those numbers they're giving you, this is how much our drivers are making. We're so pleased that they're making more. You realize that they have complete and utter control over all of the numbers that they produce. Sure, they just observe what's going on. The deliveries come as they come. They don't have control over the people. The people choose to use the platform. The numbers I'm talking about that they have control over are the numbers they put out for the public to see, to tell them this is what our business is doing. And more, it's showing to be more and more false. It's starting to step out of the realm of obscurity into the realm of misinformation and lying, which in itself is predatory, and it is also illegal to lie about the stuff you do in business. You can't be doing these things. This is how you get in trouble with the law. But they don't care. We've obviously seen this. And so here they are again, obscuring the tips, obscuring the amounts. They're telling you, this is the minimum you're going to make. It might be more after, but at least it'll be this much. They're trying to con everybody into taking the damn small orders, the ones that aren't worth your time. And you know what they're going to do? Here's what they're going to do. Then they're going to look at the numbers after everybody's doing this, and they're going to see, oh, all of these drivers are taking these numbers. All they're doing all the time is crunching numbers. They carefully observe their numbers. And you know what? They're behind their closed doors, their giant, rich, closed doors. They're sitting there looking at these numbers and figuring out how much less they can pay everybody for a delivery. How much less can we pay them? How much more can we make? Let's look at the numbers. And they go look at the numbers. So, with their new system implemented in place, giving estimates, this then forces drivers to pick up every single delivery. Again, drivers are considered contractors, right? Tony Zhu is a control freak. So what is he trying to do? This is their ultimate way of trying to control the drivers. They're trying to take your freedom away as a driver. This should be obvious to everyone. If it's not, I urge you to look deeper into things and really educate the mind some more on it. It's not good. What they're doing is trying to strip everything away from the drivers so they have absolute control over what you do, but they still dodge taxes and they still dodge a whole bunch of responsibility for their company because you're still technically an independent contractor and they're still technically not telling you what to do, but this is what you've got to do to keep your job. They're going to start implementing more things like this. They have a profit to make. I understand every business has a profit to make. Nobody would run a business if if profitability weren't the goal. All right, nobody wants to just break even in a job. And how many of you drivers are only breaking even or barely making a profit off DoorDash? How many? I don't know. Nobody knows because we don't have the numbers. We just know what we're making. And again, all those numbers that everybody's throwing out there, subtract your gas, subtract your phone, subtract your vehicle insurance, because those are the 3 tools you need for your job. Look at how much you're averaging per hour. And I don't want to hear anybody say your hourly wage doesn't matter, because it does. It doesn't matter if you're paid by the delivery or paid by whatever or paid by the hour. In order to easily calculate what you're making and to see where your numbers are, you have to go by hourly calculations. That's it. And I'm not talking about just specific hours. You take your pay from the start of the day to the end of the day, and you calculate that out, and you see what you're actually making, and then see how you feel about the company after that. See how much you're actually making. Pay attention to it. Look into it. Put in a little work into it, and dive a little deeper. That's what this stuff is all about. Because these guys are trying to obscure more information. They're trying to obscure everything else behind another curtain. You can only put so many curtains up on a stage before the weight just takes them out. All right, before everything falls apart. You can only do so much. And they're loading it and loading it and loading it. They're getting more and more and more involved with trying to obscure more and more and more. And I'm guessing with the whole AB5 thing, they're probably going to try all the more harder to obscure things everywhere else, because whatever reason they feel. I don't know. I'm not being negative here. I don't care if anybody tells me I'm being negative. You know why? Because I'm going to tell you again, I'm being real. I'm just giving you information. I'm just sharing what I'm seeing happening in front of me. Just seeing what's happening, watching Pete's videos, reading articles, looking at other people's feedback. I'm looking at this stuff. I may not be driving anymore for DoorDash because I want to punch a hole through Tony Zhu's head, but I'm still keeping up on stuff. Because this is still something that's important to me. I worked for them for 3 years, for almost 4 years, before I was like, I'm done, I can't do this. And I had my reasons. I took my time and I did what I could with it. And it was just time to be done. But this is still important to me because there's tons of other drivers going through this. There's tons of other things happening. They're ramping up everything and trying to misinform people and lie through their teeth even more to everybody. And this enrages me. This disgusts me. I'm a very moral-driven person. I can't help it. It just infuriates me. It's just who I am. And there is no ethical nature behind this business behind this freaking industry that I can see. Nothing is ethical. Ugh. I can't stand it. You guys need to take care of yourselves, though. You guys need to support each other. Like, help us. Like, let's all support each other here. If you need to be a dad or a mom every once in a while, do it. Support isn't always being on somebody's side. Support is being honest, being real. Presenting facts to the people you care about. That's what support is. Support doesn't mean you agree on everything. Support just means you're there for them, for people, no matter what. Sometimes they don't like it, and that's gonna happen. Sometimes you won't like it. It's just gonna happen. That's fine. But these companies, DoorDash specifically, has just gone off the rails. So this whole pay thing, I'm telling you, they're just going straight back to the old model. Straight back to it. They never really even left it. Just look at the numbers are more varying now, but I guarantee that they're going through and they're going to try to see how much less they can pay drivers. And I bet within another year, after they implement this and still have drivers around, I bet they'll cut the pay again. I bet you'll see a change in pay, and it's not going to be for the better, at least not for the drivers. Seemed to do it before. It was like once a year. So keep that in mind. I may sound really annoyed in this recording, and yes, I am. I'm annoyed with the way this company operates. I'm annoyed with all of the misinformation. I'm annoyed with I'm annoyed with all kinds of stuff. But I still care, damn it. I still care. I'm still trying to help you guys out. And I hope you're doing the same for each other. But I'm already at 23 minutes here. So I want to cut this out. I want to see things get better for the drivers. If things get positive, you're damn right I'll be giving you positive information. Anytime I see it, yes, I'll be giving it to you. That's part of being real too. So don't think it's just all negativity. This is just the reality of what's happening, and it's, holy crap, it's horrible. So take care of each other, just be good to each other, and stay safe out there.
All right. So that was a long one. It was a long one, but it was a good one. So now that I'm here and I'm looking over the chat, I see there are people that agree with what Alan was saying, and I see that there are people that are disagreeing. Everyone has the right to feel how they want to feel, but the only thing I ask is that we all remain adults and we all remain respectful, as things seem to have been. And in that case, Mr. Berry, you're mentioning the fact that you filed every year, and you've been doing this for 5 years, which is impressive. Don't get me wrong. And is it that you didn't owe anything? You just had enough deductions that you didn't owe? Or is it that your state, you don't have to pay as much in taxes? Because I'm in New York, so it gets pretty wild, you know? Joseph, thank you. Listen, I want you guys to know something. Alan Christensen is not a longtime friend of mine, but I consider him one. We discovered him a couple of months back, and the reason, some people ask, they say, oh, well, why, Pete, why do you always have Alan on? Is he some sort of, a specialist or something? Alan used to work in one of, I believe, his local DoorDash office, and he was in charge of dealing with drivers directly, and also the vice president directly as well. And he was also in charge of deactivation. So he was there, hands-on, working for the company, corporate, W-2 employee, before he decided to leave that and start driving as an independent contractor. So that's where his credentials come in. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he's an expert, but he definitely knows a heck of a lot more than I do. You know? So I'm definitely going to give him a shot, you know? So yeah, Alan, if you want to put in the chat what your thing was that you did, you know, like what your job title was and what you had to do. But I think I covered some of it. Hey, Driver Sensei, welcome back. Happy holidays, man. Hope everything is doing well with all of you. Yes, everybody say Driver Sensei. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going for 100 thumbs up on this video. Comment 111 if you smash that like. 222 if you haven't yet. We've got 81 people. We've got 51 likes. I think we can get 30 thumbs up real quick. What do you guys think? Make that gray like button down below turn blue. Comment 111 if you did. 222 if you didn't. You know? So. But yeah. It was DTB, right? That's right. Yeah, I remember you saying that. But yeah, Mr. Berry, I mean, you're bringing up some great points. DKH is bringing up some great points. You know, here's the thing. It's always good to have an opinion. It's always good to share an opinion. As long as it's done respectfully, who cares? You know? Mr. Berry, you got $23 back. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. hopefully all the deductions are like super legit, because I feel like it's so easy to flub it. You know what I mean? Like every time I have my taxes done, we have a family accountant that handles it. And when I sit with her with it, I'm like, oh, can I deduct this and that? And she'll tell me straight up. She'll be like, no, you can't deduct that. You can't deduct that. Alan, Mr. Berry, do you do your own taxes like through like TurboTax, or do you have someone else who does it? Like, what is it? Something Block, HB Block, right? What is it? H&R Block? Not HB Block. What's up, Janine? It drives me crazy. Why should I drive 12 miles for $5? It's insane. My acceptance rate continues to go down. Absolutely. Jedi, yeah, I mean, I don't want to point fingers or make any accusations, you know, but yeah, hey, man, but yeah, I try, and again, I try and keep the chat non-political if possible, because as soon as you mention a candidate's name or a president or a state official or a government employee, everyone goes upside down and then sparks fly, and it's just unnecessary, you know. Oh, right. So, Mr. Berry, do you do this, like, just part-time on the side? Or are you just here hanging out? Vasa, what's up? What's going on, Vasa? Yeah, Mr. Berry, you know what? I always feel if there's a will, there's a way. And it feels like that. It seems that you found the way. You know what? Let me tell you something, Mr. Berry. What you should do is you should make a video, or have someone make a video with your information about maybe how they can get more deductions. Would you guys like that? Comment 333 if you would, 444 if you wouldn't. Because people are always telling me to make more tax videos, you know. Yeah, definitely. The mileage will rack up. Absolutely. That's true. If you live in an area where you're doing primarily a lot of long distance driving, that would make sense. Yeah. Yeah, that you would have more miles to deduct. Good on you, man. That's great. That's fantastic. But yeah, Mr. Berry, I don't know if you make videos or not, but maybe you should look into that. You know, title it like how to get more DoorDash tax deductions or something like that, you know? Zero out your taxes, zero it out, but never give tax or legal advice. Rick Reviews, I don't know, like, what exactly you mean. Are you talking about me? Are you talking about Mr. Berry? I don't know. I'm contracted to a luggage delivery company. I'm contracted to UPS as a courier, and I do food. Oh, okay, cool. Gotcha. So you're really diversifying. That's cool. But yeah, you guys should all be tracking your mileage with Mile IQ or Stride or one of the other ones, you know? Wow, you're getting about $1,500 for that case. That's crazy. But luggage where? Like, what do you mean, like, hauling luggage? Like, for planes? Or, like, what does that mean? Like, what is luggage delivery? Are you talking about, like, brand new luggage, like, to be purchased? Or are you talking about, like, people use a service to have their luggage sent around? I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. What's up, Ben's Jammin'? I noticed I got a few deliveries that were about to be late, but they could have sent them to me in the first place, but yet instead gave me offers of very long deliveries. Are the dispatches random? Are you talking about on DoorDash? Guys, comment 555 if you feel that the dispatching is random. 665 if you don't think it's random. The Tony Shoe text. Oh, lost and delayed luggage. Is that kind of like, do you remember the first Meet the Parents movie? Or it was just called Meet the Parents? Is that like when Greg or Ben Stiller's character, when he lost his luggage and then the guy with the van comes and delivers it to him? Is that kind of what you guys do? Because think about it, there's probably not a lot of tips in that, you know? Or I mean, I guess there could be, but I guess people feel like, oh, you're getting paid by the hour anyway. Yeah, probably lost luggage. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Lost and delayed luggage. I haul for American, United, Delta, and Southwest. Ah, cool. So do you own a bunch of vans, or did you lease out a bunch of vans? Yes, track your miles and all deductions, but 9 times out of 10, your mileage is going to be more than your deductions. What's up, Amir? If you want DoorDash to change, we got to force change, otherwise nothing will happen. Amir, I agree to an extent, but what is your opinion of forcing the change? Oh, you did, DKH? What did you think of it? No tips, but I made $3,000 in one 32-hour period. Whoa, that's wild. Man, you must be rolling in money, Mr. Barry. What are you doing this for? Yes, Scott Brown. See, I was just about to bring that up. I was just about to bring it up. And guys, if you want me to stay live a little bit longer, we're already at 40 minutes, but if you guys want me to stick it out, maybe all the way to midnight, keep smashing that like down below. That's all. Comment 111 if you did, 222 if you didn't. We're at 57. I would love to get over 100 if possible, because it just looks nice. I'm always just happy. I'm like, if it gets 100 likes, that's cool. I'm cool with that. So turn that gray like to a blue like. You know? Yeah, Barry, is that Mr. Barry? Is that a W-2 job, or are you considered independent contractor? I used to do minivans, and I have 2 drivers under contract to me for on-call stuff. Gotcha. Mr. Berry, what market are you in? Are you in what state? I drive about 70 miles to Dash in Seattle. Wow. R-type game every day? Round trip? Or is that one way? Contracting is very hit or miss. The uncertainty is not fun at times. Wow, yeah. No, it's true. I took 150 deliveries to a ski resort, and they each paid 120 bucks. Mostly skis and boots. Wow. Okay, so you are 1099. Well, Mr. Barry, I gotta say, I have a whole new respect for you. You're Albuquerque, right? Are you a Breaking Bad fan? Did we already talk about this? Nah, Lady Ned, I haven't in a while. I'm surprised you even know about that one. That's right, Michelle Wheaton. Smash that like. That's right. We got 60 now. Let's see if we can go for 70. We've got 60 likes now. We're going for 70 now. 70 now. We got to go to 60, 65, 65 to 70, 70, 75, 75, 80. Luggage just started to slow down, so I jumped into food. Gotcha. Okay. Now, on your vans, do you have like a name? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was gonna say, do you have like lettering on the side of the vans, or they're just unmarked? You like Saul better? Honestly, Saul's been pretty good, and they dropped a teaser trailer not too long ago, which is actually pretty cool. Pete, most deliveries they last a few days were more than offered originally, so they're playing these games. Yeah. What's up, Quangus Khan? I got suspended by GrubHub saying I got a lot of diners requesting refunds. Seems like low acceptance ratio. Oh, wow. Serious? Quangus Khan, can you do me a favor? Would you be able to forward that email to me so I could check that out? PaidToDriveStories@gmail.com. Can a few of my moderators put my email in the chat for Quangus Khan? Yeah, no, I'm very sorry to hear that, because, again, that doesn't sound like it's your fault. It sounds like it's the restaurant's fault, or, I don't know. Well, let me ask you a question. Were those lowball offers, do you think? Or you're just not sure? No, I just use your Jetta wagon. I keep a van for large loads. Oh, okay. You contract the rest out. It wasn't for acceptance rating, Alan. It was for something else. I apologize, the computer's going a little slow, as usual. As usual. All right. Thank you, Crazy Dasher. Yeah, Quangus Khan, I don't blame you. Have they been trying to send you way out of region? Because somebody just showed me a screenshot the other day saying that they are completely like almost doing away with the regions. Like they sent out a message or an email or something on the app. I haven't seen it yet, but it says something along the lines of like, oh, don't worry, if you're out of region on a delivery, we won't bug you to come back into your region in order to accept offers. You'll still be able to accept the offers outside of your region. Maybe, Crazy Dasher, maybe. I sent a driver to Gallup, New Mexico today and made the driver 100 and I made 13. You made $13? Is that what you're saying? Have you had the dash? Although I'm signed up. Paid drivers really turned me off. Well, I mean, look, here's my whole thing. DoorDash is just a great thing to have as like a side thing. If you can manage to use GrubHub as your primary, but again, GrubHub has changed so drastically, you know, in the past couple of years, man. Like, I'm getting very nostalgic because when I started in June of 2017, it was just so primitive at that point. And I remember by 2018, man, the end of 2017 and the beginning of 2018 is when the biggest GrubHub orders and the best GrubHub orders were out there. They're still out there. Don't get me wrong. I still do okay. However, you know, this nonsense where they're sending you 30 miles out of the region and now you can accept offers outside of the region. What's the point of having the region? You know, they might as well let everyone run wild. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't really make any sense. Makes no sense to me, at least. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. You know? It's ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. All right. Well, it looks like we got about 12 minutes remaining here. Might as well stay on for the hour since it's a good topic. Jedi literally fishing for catfish? Like actual catfish? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, smash that like. And trust me, guys, I know I'm annoying about it, but most of you guys deal with me at this point, so it is what it is. I'm all about the engagement. I'm about getting everybody involved in the chat and the comments. If you're actually watching on the replay right now, I want you to leave a comment in the comment section down below this video. I'd love for you to say, yeah, Pete, I'm still watching. See, did I make you laugh a little bit? If I made you laugh, comment, you made me laugh. But if I didn't make you laugh, comment, no, Pete, you didn't make me laugh. Seriously. I want to see how many people actually do that, if anyone actually does that. You guys in the chat can do it too if you want. I'm just having fun with it. You know how it goes. But going back to this whole thing here, it's crazy. Yeah, Ryan, I've thought about it, but I'm like, you know, I'm like, I get comfortable with GrubHub stuff, you know. I know my restaurants, I know the people, I know a lot of the customers at this point because I get so many repeat customers during the lunchtime. It's always the same few people too. Well, not few people, but it's always the same few restaurants. So I guess you could say I'm comfortable. I know that's a lame excuse, but my philosophy in life is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know? I feel that everything is a babble, and those companies will end up having regular employees or robots sooner or later. It's possible. Michelle, what did I say this time? Oh, okay. No, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, exactly. Listen, Mr. Berry, I only boot somebody out of here when they're being completely disrespectful. That's it. You know, cursing at somebody, starting like a deliberate fight, you know? You got to understand, Mr. Berry, you see, DoorDash is not your main thing. You're diversified out, which is very, very smart to do. And I feel like most of us should diversify our income and not put all of our eggs in one basket. Like, you know, if food delivery isn't totally working out, well, mixing that with rideshare and a W-2, you know what I mean, can really make a difference, you know, and investing and YouTube and stuff like that. You know, anybody looking to try and get started with YouTube or whatever, you know, make a channel, start making some videos, kind of replicate what I'm doing, you know, what you see the other YouTubers doing, you know what I mean, get an idea for it and start making some extra money for yourself by helping others. That's why I love what I do here. You know what I mean? I'm out there doing my deliveries during my lunch rushes, and I have you guys here, and I make it work. You know? Exactly. I hear you, and you do get inundated with negative DoorDash info, and it's often accurate. That's the thing, man. Like, lately, people have been getting on my case saying, like, oh, you're so negative, you're so negative. It's not me. The people are misconstruing me with the article or the story. You know what I mean? Trust me, man. I would love to be making the videos saying, oh my God, DoorDash gives everybody a $5 base pay fee. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever you want to call it. I would love to make that video a million times over. Or, oh my God, GrubHub is doing away with blocks altogether in regions or whatever, you know, and they're making everyone get an extra $3 every order. You know, like, I would love to deliver that news, but the fact of the matter is you can't make that stuff up if it ain't happening. You know what I mean? 2020 is going to be a very interesting year for this stuff, man. Yeah, I've heard about that dumpling app and starting your own business. It's really interesting. But what kind of business is it? Is it delivery? Is it any kind of business, you know? No, Crazy Dash. I mean, it helps to have a computer, but, you know, when I first started Pay to Drive, I really didn't do much on the computer at all. It was all me recording in between orders, like while waiting for orders, you know? Wow, I gotta look into that, Jason. That's cool. Oh my God, I know. There should be an apartment fee. Comment 333 if you would love an apartment fee. Comment 444 if you wouldn't. Well, I'm sure everybody would. You know, it's like when you have to go into like the old buildings with the scary elevators. You know, the ones that the buildings are so old that they were built like in the late 1800s, early 1900s. Do you ever go in any of those? Comment 555 if you go in those, 665 if you don't. Let's see. What is going on here? Why did that pop up? One of UDM's videos randomly popped up on my phone. I was like, I didn't click on that. How'd that pop up? My phone was spazzing out on the YouTube app. I think I clicked on one of his videos, like on like the homepage or something by accident. Yeah, exactly, Michelle. I'm just reading, you know, verbatim what I'm reading, you know. Timothy, what do you mean? TP, not just that. Not just the ones that take forever. You know the ones that have the scary doors? Like the ones where you have to open the big metal door. It doesn't actually have the slider doors that connect in the middle. You know what I mean? Like not like the modern style, like the old ones. The ones where like there was a lift operator that probably used to operate when it was called the lift instead of the elevator. The delivery apartment is always on the higher floors in the furthest back region or both. Of course. Yeah, do you ever notice that? What's up, Lexi? Do you ever notice that whenever you get an order for an apartment, it's always like in the deepest, darkest crevice of the apartment building where like the numbers on the doors or the letters are not labeled properly? Yeah, man, they're scary. And I'm a big guy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about like 285 pounds. I'm a big guy, 5'9". I mean, I do a little working out, you know, nothing crazy, you know. But I'm a big guy. Imagine me being my weight getting on one of those elevators. You know what I mean? And that thing starts shaking and you're like, oh my God, is this rope gonna snap? You know? I know, right? Crazy Dasher, where are they at? Lexi's here at least to represent the team. When I was doing evictions in one building, they had one of those elevators, very creepy. Absolutely. I feel like they should just shut those elevators down because they're just waiting for an accident to happen. You know? You know, think about it. Do you really want to walk up 10 flights of stairs? It's not fun, man. I do that all the time. Get a good workout, too. La Muerte, what's up? It's never up front by the office. It's always the hardest damn apartment to find. Yep. You know how many times I would knock on the wrong door on the wrong floor? Because, like, I remember I had to learn right away that if there's a building with, like, however many floors, if there's an N or an S on the end of the number, I would be like, wait a minute, it says 14BN? I'm like, in 14BS? I'm like, what does this mean? And I'm like, oh, north and south. The north tower and the south tower, the east tower, the west tower, you know? James Edmonds, what's happening? James, I got to give you moderator privileges. You've been here for a while. Everybody, please welcome Mr. James Edmonds to our PTD mod squad. That's right, everybody. So congratulations, James. If you have a blue wrench next to your name, comment hashtag PTD mod squad. Yes, Alan, you do rock. I want to rock. Dun, 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 dun. I want to rock. Guys, one day, if I'm ever rich and famous, I'm going to come back. I'm going to fly all of you guys out, and we're going to have some big party in Hollywood or something. All right? Then I'll invite Tony Shu, and we'll all hang out and sing Kumbaya, and hopefully we'll get things straightened out. Would you guys like that? A party in Hollywood with Tony Shu to smooth everything over? Comment 333 if you'd like that, 444 if you wouldn't, and smash that like down below. Let's go for those 100 likes. Comment 111 if you did, 222 if you haven't done that yet. Janet Stegman, how are you, miss? Kurt, what's going on, man? How are you? Michelle, you're very serious these days. Very serious. But I like that. Like John Kreese from Karate Kid. See, it would be fun, man. I'm telling you, we gotta party with Tony Shu. Everybody has to wear their Tony shoes to the Tony Shu party in Hollywood. Janet, a lot of people don't like when I sing. It makes me sad. Listen, guys, you gotta understand something. Tony Shu is a human being just like us. Just because he makes very annoying business decisions doesn't necessarily make him a bad person. You know what I mean? I feel like there's good in everybody, even in the people that are bad. There's always a little bit of a good person in everybody. You just gotta find a way to bring that person out. You know what I mean? That's just what it comes down to. The Dream Warrior. Right? But yeah, that's pretty much what it comes down to. Ugh. Bonnie, where's my Fruity Pebbles? Hey, Fred, you ate all the Fruity Pebbles. Bonnie, you calling me a liar? Yeah, Fred, I'm calling you a liar. Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds right. Well, Ma, did you order the DoorDash yet? Oh, Fred, have some patience. That was a really terrible Wilma impression. Anyways, we're nearing the end of this video here. Nearing the end, yeah? Yeah, well, we're nearing the end, yeah? It's the Dream Warrior. They come out and load you? What's that from, Mr. Barry? He's a very bad man. Let's see. Let me ask this. If you had Tony Shu in front of you and you could ask him one question, a serious question, what would that question be? Tell me. Please tell me why my car is in the front yard and I'm... Anybody know that song? No. Shaggy and Scooby before we go. Like, Scoob, did you order the food, man? Well, no, he sounds too much like a horse. Shaggy, ordered the DoorDash? All right, Michelle, thank you for being here. Michelle Cesare. Hey! The LA party with our buddy Tony. And, hey, Kelsey Coots here. And we can also invite Tony, Team LMDU. We can invite Dark Road Run and a bunch of other ones. Lynn Lucas is down. L-I-T. No, don't say that. Hammer down, Kev. Yeah, let's not go there. Morgan says, I heard they purposely offer you orders with a high payout at restaurants with a high wait time to slow you down. It happened to me tonight. Hey, Morgan, if you'd like, man, that's a pretty good story. If you want to send it over to me, I can make a video for you and try and get you some answers if you'd like. Everybody put my email address in the chat, PaidToDriveStories@gmail.com, so that Morgan, if he would like, can share that. By the way, guys, this is our longest PTD Power half hour I've ever done. 61 minutes. Actually, maybe we did a little longer. I'm just kind of chatting at this point. I figured, I don't stay live long enough, so why not? Very good, Scott. My own worst enemy. Stop stealing from us. Ricardo, thank you, man. Everybody comment 111 if you smash the like down below. 222 if you haven't yet. Does anybody... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Lynn, wait. Lynn, you weren't saying lit. Oh, my God. Lynn, I thought you were saying lit like the kids are saying now. Like, oh, that's lit. Like, meaning like, oh, that's cool. Because she was like, I thought you were saying lit. Like, oh, that would be cool if we had a party in Hollywood with Tony Shu. Oh, my God. I need to go to sleep. I'm reading everything wrong. I got to say, Lynn, you have a really good taste in music. We seem to like a lot of the same stuff. Yeah, Lexi, I figured I'd stay on a little longer. I don't know. I figured it was a good topic. And I'd also, because, Alan, are you still here? Alan, if you guys are still here, or if Alan's still here, say what's up. But I figured because Alan had like a 20-minute recording, and some people like to get my input with things, I figured I'd stick around. Pete, will you start a food delivery service co-op? There's a guy that emailed me the other day asking about that, actually. So I just, I don't know. He's been asking me some questions, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video. And then all of you guys put in the comments section what you want in the app, and I'll send it off to him, and he's going to work with that. I don't know him. He just emailed me the other day asking me questions about it. Sarah Lee, what's up? I think as an executive, they should regularly literally put themselves in the positions of the employees. Absolutely. I think so, too. I agree. Thank you, Joseph. GrubHub is giving more money for out-of-region offers. So they say, Kurt, but again, I try my hardest to cherry pick to stay in my market. Let me tell you, there are some weeks where I drop down to partner. I used to be always premier back in the day, but I also used to have the exclamation point so that I could reject like a million orders and still remain premier, but they got rid of that for like a lot of people in my region. Office people need seat time. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I also seem to get a lot of $6 orders and $3 base and $3 tip. What are the chances 95% of my people are tipping $3? 95% is kind of high. So I hear you on that. Dan Shearer, first time catching the live feed. I always get the replays. This is much... Whoa. This is much more fun, Pete. I know, Dan. You know what it is? It's just it's tough. I put a lot of content out because there's always stuff popping up now, and I've been trying. Now that I can get those shorter videos out to you faster, I feel like I can cover more stories. I feel like I can cover more news, more updates. I know I've been kind of killing your feeds with videos and live streams, and I appreciate you not unsubscribing. But now that I have a way to get info out to you faster, I've been kind of going wild with it. Thank you, Janine. I appreciate that. I was very honored the other day when Cassie Kendick said, Pete, if you weren't taken, I would date you. And I was like, you know what? Let's do the PTD dating game. I thought that was funny. My girlfriend thought it was funny too. And then she gave me a look of like, don't get any ideas. And I'm like, you know what? That's true love right there. What was that song from the 60s? Love the one you're with, right? Love the one you're with. Tony Shu. Oh my God. Kelsey. That's a great idea. Thank you, Ricardo Cuevas. Thank you. Kelsey, you just gave me an idea for a shirt. Would you guys buy that shirt if I made it? If it's just a shirt that says Tony on it with a shoe underneath it, like a shoe emoji. What's up, Joyride? Yeah, I decided to stay on a little later tonight. Could you imagine that? How funny that would be? A Tony Shoe shirt. He would probably sue me, though. He wouldn't like that. Tony Shoe. It would just say Tony and just like a picture of like a man's dress shoe. Tony Shoe. A literal Tony Shoe shirt. An official DoorDash shirt. Oh, Cassie, you're here. Cassie, what's up to you and your daughter? Cassie, I took that as a compliment, and I'm like, you know what? Someone out there still cares. Yeah, LadyNet, no problem. Everything, LadyNet, is it like, okay? Everything all right? You seem like you're stressed. But then again, I can't really tell through text. Met one of my old co-drivers from the previous place tonight. She said she heard DoorDash has been taking a lot of orders away from them. This one is the traditional office check-in, check-out. Really? Seawolf. That's funny, Joyride. What's Lexi's idea? Oh my God, Kurt. Tony Shu, if you are watching, which you're not, or if a representative, like if his assistant is watching, please let Tony Shu know that I would love to meet with him and maybe talk with him and say, listen, these drivers really like your company. They do. They like the company. They like what you offer, but they just don't like the way they're being treated. And it's like, and it shouldn't be something where drivers feel like they want to go to another competitor company to work, you know? You don't want to do that. Seriously, I would honestly be honored to talk to Tony Shu. I'm surprised in all my 2.5 years of doing Pay to Drive that none of these companies have ever reached out to me once. Either to complain to me or to say, hey, we would love to get some ideas from you or something. You know? Exactly. Only Pay to Drive viewers would understand it. Exactly. Exactly. Zakly. Exactly. But, I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, LadyNet. No problem. I appreciate that. Thank you. Tony Shu. The hashtag Tony Shu shirt. But yeah, so I think I have said all there is to say. Make sure to check out Get Upside. You guys know the deal. Comment 333 if you're on Get Upside. 444 if you're not. Link is in the description. Make sure you download it. Start saving money on your gas. All you do is download it, open it, go to your local gas station that is on the app. Pump your gas, print out your receipt, take a picture of the receipt with your smartphone, and of the receipt on the smartphone in the Get Upside app, and within 48 hours they'll send you 15 cents to 45 cents a gallon back. And if a friend or family member signs up using your code, you'll get paid every time they pump gas. There you go. So that's that. And also, make sure you are subscribed here on Pay to Drive. Comment 777 if you're subscribed. Comment 888 if you're not yet. And make sure you turn the notification bell on. And, of course, subscribe to my second channel, the PTD Vlogs. And join us on our Facebook group, the Delivery Driver Lounge. Comment 999 if you're on there. 101010 if you're not yet. Make sure you answer all the questions when you sign up. So, on that note, everybody, I think we're going to give out one more. Janine, I forgot that you've been here for quite a while, so please welcome Janine Iorio at the buzzer to the PTD Mod Squad, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you made it to the end of this video, leave a comment saying, I made it to the end, Pete. Let's say a bunch of happy holidays and all that good stuff. And because we've already been on for as long as we have here, let's do it right. Here we go, guys. Get those emoji lighters out. You know what time it is.
Welcome all my friends. It's Pay to Drive. For the next half hour, Pete will be live.
Yes, I was.
The information drivers to empower. So sit back by the fire. It's a PTD Power Half Hour.
That's right, guys. Put your hands up in the back of the room, even though it's not a room. Here we go. Sing it.
Why don't you smash thumbs up while watching the show? With 100 likes, an hour we will go.
But not tonight.
Just close the chat and smash a thumbs up. Then come back to the fire and join in the chat. Don't text while you drive or be a brat.
Guitar solo. No.
So welcome all our friends. It's Pay to Drive. Pay to Drive. The information drivers to empower. So sit down by the fire for the PTD Power Half Hour.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. Smash that like and subscribe.
Half Hour.
Yes, everybody.
PTD Power Half Hour.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You've been wonderful tonight. Thank you for watching the PTD Power Half Hour. Be sure to tip your waitress on the way out. We'll be here every night, 11 p.m. Eastern. 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 o'clock Pacific. Don't change that dial. And be there or be square. Man, I am outdated, and that did not age well. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Smash the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And comment Pay to Drive down below if you're feeling fine. I don't know where I'm going, but I need to go to sleep, even though I'm feeling a little hyper. We'll see you next time, guys, right here on Paid to Drive. Be excellent to each other. Whoa, yeah! Mr. Spicoli, you're on dangerous ground. All right, I had to throw that in there. What's that a reference to? Am I hallucinating? What are you on, dope? All right, I gotta go. Bonnie, I really gotta go. See you guys.